Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Newcastle FM24 Early Access Save. We are back after the January transfer window and let's go and see what we've done. So just before we go into detail on our transfer window, if you are enjoying the content, please do leave a like down below, comment what you think we can achieve in this early access save. As I say, it's only running until the 6th of November and that's when I'm starting my main save, which I will be confirming in the coming days. I'm not 100% set on it yet, but I've got a pretty good idea of where we're going with that. And of course, hit the notification bell and subscribe if you want to stay up to date with the videos. When it comes to outgoings in January, we've just sold a couple of youngsters. We don't need to worry about it. Incoming, however, we have signed 3 players. We start with Lucas Vazquez. He's come in on loan from Real Madrid. We brought him in as a backup for right wing back because Manchester City took Yan Couto back because he wasn't playing enough. That was just because Trippier was in phenomenal form. We are paying all of Vazquez's wages. However, only till the end of the season. It was worthwhile in my opinion. We then bought in Facundo Torres on a deal worth 13.25 million. Just as an extra bit of depth on the wings. He can play either side, which is perfect for us. And definitely one for the future. And then finally we bought in Sebastian Coates, I'm not sure how you say his name, not important. 17.75 million from Sporting CP. We've brought him in just as an extra option at centre-back. He's instantly coming in and being one of our best centre-backs. But because we're playing the 3 at the back, we need the rotation and injuries aren't helping that, as well as the fact that we've kind of got... We had Botman, Tior, Geertruida, Shah and Burns being injured for a while. And then the fall off from there, we didn't really want to be playing players like Lascelles. Just didn't trust him, so we've replaced him. Since you were last with us, we followed up our wins against Porto and Luton with a 2-0 loss to Bournemouth. We had a 2-2 draw with Arsenal in which Bruno Guimaraes scored 2 goals, one of them which was absolutely phenomenal. We beat Brighton 4-2 before going down 1-0 to Manchester City. We've given very good accounts of ourselves against the rest of the big teams, except for we just don't quite seem to have enough to win them. We always give them a close game. We lost 4-2 to West Ham, which was a bit of a shocker. And then a 2-2 draw with Stoke in the Cup because of an own goal that saved us at the end. We beat Fulham 2-0 before beating Stoke 3-2 in the replay. A 5-3 win against Norwich in the 4th round. And then we lost 2-1 to Aston Villa thanks to a late goal from Alex Moreno. Today we've got Brighton and Manchester United. So there wasn't any transfer activity on deadline day for us other than a couple of players going out on loan. However, I just want to draw your attention to this. So Joe Willock is formally considering himself transfer listed. He is unhappy with my failure to even attempt to secure a loan move for him, and has now reached the point where he is seriously considering his future. But if we go up here and we search for Willock, just 3 days before that, you can see Joe Willock rejects loan offer from Lyon. But I didn't even attempt it. Against Brighton, we're going to have Nick Pope in goal, a back 3 of Coates, Geertruida and Botman, Trippier and Target as our wing backs, Tonali and Bruno in midfield, Torres on the right, Joelinton on the left, and Isaac up front. Goal kick for Brighton here. It's Sanchez stood over it. I believe, if I'm correct in thinking, I know De Zerbi got sacked, and I believe they've appointed Ruud van Nistelrooy, of all people. Solly March with a shot that goes over the bar, never troubling Pope. Webster on the ball for Brighton and plays it back to Sanchez, who then goes long upfield. Target wins the header, but it's again back to Eustapian and Brighton maintain the ball. João Pedro through for Caicedo, who scores. We seem to be having trouble against the teams that we should be beating. Free kick, Torres sends it in towards the far post. Coates is pushed by Paredes, and it's a Newcastle penalty, which hopefully Isaac is going to step up and equalise for us. It is a penalty, just to confirm. And it is Isaac stepping up to take the penalty. And it is Isaac scoring the penalty. Gertruda trying to find Jolinton on the left-hand side, but there was a tackle there from March, and Caicedo's got the ball now. He's going to bring it towards the right-hand side, plays it to Ferguson. Ferguson, someone that we are interested in come the summer. I think this season we'll probably see... Oh, Caicedo's in again, and it... I mean, they're appealing them for offside. It's going to be checked, but I'm fairly sure he's about 6 yards onside. The goal's awarded. Let's just watch how onside Caicedo is here. Like, what are we appealing for? Come on. That's just ridiculous. Trippier with a throw sends it to Isaac, who knocks it back to Trippier, and then to Torres in the box, whose shot's blocked. Gertruda collects it though. Send it back out to Trippier on the right. He does so. Knocks it back to Gertruda, and then to Torres, back out to Trippier. Transfer across this time, maybe. He drills one low, falls to Bruno, who shot is blocked. Torres lays it off to Gertruda, who shoots and finds the bottom corner. We've equalised again. 2-2. As I was saying before all that, we are quite interested in Evan Ferguson, and I think in the summer we're going to be letting Callum Wilson go. Isaac we'd like to keep, and I think Ferguson as a backup for him would be a brilliant option. Tonali bursts into the box, and Sanchez tips the ball over the bar. Of course, at the moment, Brighton currently 17th in the league. So if they get relegated, that should make Ferguson easier for us to sign, and Coates nearly making it a lead for us. Half time, it's 2-2. I mean, it's one of them. Like, I'm really happy with how we're attacking, but how we're defending is absolutely shocking. Paredes with a free kick from Brighton from deep. It's headed back away to only to the edge of the box. So João Pedro lays it back off to Paredes, who brings it down the left-hand side and sends it over the bar. Goes for goal and he hits the bar. Target was under it but can't win the head of Bruno. Lays it off to Trippier, who shoots again, and that one was a lot more poor. Straight off the back of that though, Brighton are having a highlight starting with their goal kick. Trippier wins the header. Isaac gets past Dunk. Isaac into the box. Isaac puts us 3-2 up. We're going to make changes now with Gertruda coming off for Shah. Ward-Prowse can come on for Tonali, and Jolinton coming off for Carrasco on the left-hand side. Shah with a free kick, just kind of on the edge of our third, and that is absolutely pathetic. Caicedo plays Ferguson through, potential equaliser. He might have been offside, but quite frankly, playing it, if it's onside, then we've literally given them that on a platter. If it's offside, which it is, that's still horrendous to see. Badoji coming on for Target and Vazquez coming on for Trippier. Just while we're here, these three players who have just brought on are all struggling to meet the pace of the match. Does anyone know why that would be? Veltman with a throw in for Brighton deep in our half. Lallana plays it back to Veltman and then to Star on the edge. Lallana turns and gets across to Gross, who heads it over the bar. Webster with a free kick. We are very late in the game now. We're in injury time, but there's still just over 2 minutes of injury time to go as Sanchez has the ball at the back, plays it over the top to Veltman, who it just kind of hits. He plays it back to Webster and then across to Caicedo. Forward to Lallana, who finds Welbeck. Ball through to Sarr. Udogie does well to deny Sarr there. Sharp and Botman play it lovely round Lallana and out to Vazquez on the right-hand side. Torres, he's got men in the middle. He goes down the right, gets a low cross in. Carrasco with a block, and it breaks to Sarr at the edge of the box. They try to clear it, but Vazquez heads it back, and highlight ends, as does the game. A 3-2 win. It wasn't pretty, but in the second half, we did make sure of it. And bar one dodgy pass from Shah, it was pretty comfortable in that second half. So let's head in to our second game of the episode. And for the game against Manchester United, we've got De Gea in goal, a back three of Tior, Gertruda and Botman. Coates has unfortunately picked up an injury. Trippier and Udogie in the wing-back slots. Tonali and Ward-Prowse, again, Bruno Guimaraes has picked up an injury. Di Maria on the right, Jolinton on the left, and Isaac up front. We know it's going to be a tough game, but hopefully, with the away crowd behind us, and our manager behind... Let's hope they don't notice that. Shaw throws the ball into Bruno Fernandes, and then Casemiro turns and plays it across field to Eriksen. Out to Anthony on the right-hand side for Manchester United. We have told a few of our players to tackle harder in this game. It's not like me, but my plan is a little bit of let's try and kick them off the pitch as they hit the post early on. Corner kick for Manchester United here. Eriksen is going to send it in, and Casemiro heads it over the bar. It was actually tipped over by De Gea. So another corner is going to be sent in. I imagine this one they'll probably send somewhere else. No, it's to the near post again, but it's headed away. Rashford plays it back to Eriksen, back into the box, and Rashford scores. Oof. Wan-Bissaka throws the ball short to Eriksen. He turns and plays it in field to Anthony, and Bruno Fernandes makes it. Eriksen with a corner to the near post. I was only joking. I didn't want them to actually care that I'm in a United shirt. I want Newcastle to win this one. Bruno Fernandes stood over the ball. Goes for goal. Hits the post. Shaw denied by De Gea. That nearly got even worse. We're not even half an hour gone. We've been... I was only saying earlier in this episode, we've given a good account of ourselves against the big teams. Yeah, we've not quite picked up many points, but we've always been well and truly in the games. And then Rashford down to Bruno. We managed to nick the ball. Di Maria breaking away down the right-hand side. He's got many options in the middle. Takes none of them. Loses the ball. That was a waste of time. Half-time in what has so far been a 3-0 humiliation. Let's just get this over with. Joelinton is going to be replaced by Carrasco. Torres on for Di Maria. And Vasquez on for Trippier. We're just thinking about fitness at this point. Botman plays the ball out to Ward-Prowse, and then he goes infield to Isaac. He brings the ball towards the right-hand side, plays it back to Tior, and then forward to Di Maria. Trippier, back to Di Maria. One of the longest spells we've seen is have possession in this game. Ball through, finds Isaac, who gets one back. And don't you dare say that that was offside. Callum Wilson's going to come on for Isaac, and Shah on for Geertruida. Again, just players that need rest the most. Udogie throws the ball into Botman. He nods it down to Teal. What a strike, and he hits the post. And then for... no. Henderson on the ball for Manchester United. He rolls it to his side for Lindelof, and then forward to Bruno. He's going to bring it forward. Ward-Prowse with a good tackle there. Torres picks it up. Lays it off to Carrasco, who breaks into the box. Puts it across the box. Wilson gets one back. Rule that one out. Don't, please. However, unfortunately, we don't get any further highlights. We lose 3-1 to Manchester United. Let's be honest, they were in cruise control within half an hour. So, yeah, not what we wanted there at all. And with that, we find ourselves 10 points off 5th place, 14 points away from 4th. So we are very much hoping to get Europa League football this season. And even that can't be guaranteed because Fulham only 3 points behind us. Chelsea 4 points behind us. West Ham are there. Aston Villa are there. Wolves are there. That it's very tight in that section of the league. We need to stop dropping points in games like I know it's Villa, they're a good team, but we need to stop dropping points to teams that are around us. And most importantly, we need a good result in the first leg of the Champions League tie against Galatasaray. We will be back for the second leg of that Champions League tie. So if you are looking forward to that, please do leave a like down below. Comment your prediction for the first leg. Are we going to go into it leading? Let me know what you think. Subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and thank you very much for watching.